just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Finds his man. It's White. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's White. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sims. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Fenley. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. To throw, it's Baker. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
First down complete to the wideout. Gain of 8. Brings up second down.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Runs through a tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Headed outside for the line, it's Wiggins. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Warriors will take over 1st and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The give to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Sims. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Warriors! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Got room to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Baker. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Gandy. Touchdown Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barfield. Makes a move. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to throw on first down. Short hands, it's Finley. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
14.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors will take over. 1st and 10.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. With the catch, it's Sims. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Barfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here we go. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. They're working that left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Louisiana Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
There he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. They go to the draw. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. Hard running there. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Throws to the back. Got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Finds his tight end. Powers through the defender. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man out of the backfield. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game?
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Number 11 with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Hawaii Rainbow Warriors will take over. 1st and 10.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28.
Rainbow Warriors will take over. 1st and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Sims.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He might want another play. Snap from the gun on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
Turning it on! Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Let's go! Let's go! The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawaii.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the too late. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th.
And with that two-point conversion, they tie it up. Great job of executing at a critical moment here in the second half. And right now, guys, it feels like this is anybody's game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Here's the pressure. He unleashes a long one. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Sims. Brings into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on third down. Here comes the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got a man, it's Gandy. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Warriors! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle, it's Gandy. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.